What's up, Dragon Brood? So today we are clocking in one more Abzan deck. Mostly because I had this one kind of sitting around in my deck list and I'd kind of been goofing around with it. I don't think this is one of our better Abzan lists, but it's definitely a lot of fun. So I figured why not bust it out and share it with everybody. So this one I'm just calling Abzan Trigger Happy because there's a ton of, well, triggers that go off for all kinds of things in the deck. You'll see here in a second. But yeah, so hopefully y'all like this one. It's kind of like a fourth Abzan list, I guess, to go with the other three from the last 3 days. If you haven't checked those out, please go do so. They're all pretty interesting. If you like Abzan style decks or green, white, or black creature based decks, there's a bunch there to be had. But anyway, let's get into this deck list. Now, there's a lot of things here we're going to be trying kind of on an experimental level. But, you know, figured why not? That's what this channel could be for every once in a while, you know, so let's take a look. So we are playing 4 Stone Coil Serpents. But this card's actually pretty good in general, especially right now. There's so many Yorion decks floating around, like they can't bounce it with the Fairy, they can't block it with the Yorion. I mean, it does a few little things in a few spots, but mostly, believe it or not, it's in here because we can cast it for 0. Same thing here on the Ugin's Conjurant. We don't necessarily care that it is what it is. More often than not, we just want it to be 0 to die and trigger some things. Playing 2 Tide Taker, these cards aren't necessarily the best cards to have on the list, but if we're going to be taking into best of 1, we do know there's a fair amount of spell counter decks and whatnot, and this kind of slows those down a little bit. Cruel Celebrant, probably the best card in the deck, but again, if we have stuff that's dying, we're draining the opponent for 1 each time, right on time with what we want to do. 1 Fiend Artisan, we're just trying this out. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but it gives us an additional way to search for a part of various combos if we don't have them in play currently. Midnight Reaper, creatures die, we get cards, nothing special there. Woestrider gives us a sacrifice outlet so we can make sure to get stuff off the table. Bastion of Remembrance basically gives you another Cruel Celebrant, but it gives you a free token as well. This is just a quality removal card. Nothing wrong with that at all. We're playing 2 Mothras or Luminous Broodmoth, whichever you choose to call it. But the main reason is that in the event we don't have an easy sack outlet or whatever, cool, we'll just send creatures into fight. They can die, they'll cause triggers, and then we get them back and we can do it again. Then we're also experimenting with 2 Teysa. This is the card I don't get to play with much, but this is the one deck where it actually fits. And if we have either the Bastion or a Cruel Celebrant in play, then we're getting double triggers and it does a lot of work. Then Throy is actually a cool card here in this deck because so many of our things are cheap. And if we actually get it off, we could get something back like a Cruel Celebrant and get all of our zeros if we wanted to. They all come into play, die, and you end up draining your opponent for 5 or 6 life right off the bat. So that's almost its own win condition in a way later in the game. Then Vivien also allows us to play cards and find the other parts. Say, for instance, we could play a Midnight Reaper and go find a Cruel Celebrant, or a Teysa and go find a Midnight Reaper. So that's really good. Also gives us other tokens that if we just need ways to get things we can sacrifice, it's a consistent pool of stuff. And if we're mid-combo or getting really close and we're drawing extra cards, we get the option of playing something else off the top of our library. Lands, we're just trying stuff out here. So we have 1 White Castle, 3 Plains, 1 Castle Locthwain, 4 Swamp, 4 Godless Shrine, 3 Overgrown Tomb, 3 Temple Garden, and 4 of the Triome. So no idea. I've goofed around with it a little bit. It works. I don't know if I'd say it was good, but let's go get into some games and just find out. Oh man, that's a heck of a name. Jason Sydney City. Cool. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. I mean, having 2 Celebrants seems pretty good. I mean, against Peruga, it may not be good, but who knows? I mean, if we go Celebrant, Midnight Reaper, I mean, it's not the worst thing. And if they do sweep the board, we just get a whole bunch of triggers, I guess. Actually, it may, I don't even know. It may just be worth playing Midnight Reaper here by itself. And then we at least get 2 cards if they sweep the board. Not we don't put both Celebrants at risk early. Seems smarter. Yep, that's what I thought. So smart move there. We get cards with no real life loss. Ooh, Fiend Artisan's kind of cute. I don't hate that. Don't hate that. Let's go Celebrant Artisan. So they'll have to figure out just how we want to play this Artisan. Maybe we need to have more Artisans in the deck, actually. We could probably go up to 2 or 3 of those. Very, very possible. Yeah, definitely check out the end of the video. We'll be talking about changes as we normally do. Right, there's the Fairy. I'm assuming he's going to bounce the Artisan, which isn't a surprise at all. Oh, wow, that's a nice pickup. Let's play Bastion, which gets us an additional token. Let's play Artisan again, which is still only a 3/3 at this point, mind you. And then this will take out Teferi. And if they have another sweeper, so be it. We'll drain them for 3. Actually, we'll drain them for 6. I mean, it'd be unfortunate that we lose the Artisan, but kind of necessary, unfortunately. Having this Mythos in hand is pretty nice, though, because if the opponent does go fires and something, we'd still be able to net a little bit out of that. They didn't, however, we kind of got the backup crew here. That's pretty nice. And we have a Marauder coming. So do we want Vigilance or Trample against? I think we want Vigilance.
Diversity is our greatest strength.
Alright. I mean, we could have played the Conjurant for 1, which is arguable. Maybe we should have there. Thing is now, we can't... Oh, no! We didn't want him to have that. That sucks. Oh, well.
Seems I need to
we tried. This takes 4 mana, right? Okay. So it's not going to really give us what we want. You only have a Teferi in the yard, so I may just leave that alone. At least for now. I mean, and I guess if they have a 3rd sweeper, we at least net 3 cards, so that's fine, with no life loss. They did just make this Natroi cost a lot more. Or Mythos of Natroi. Natroi is an actual different card in the deck, which would be pretty spectacular if we were able to get one of those right now. We'd be able to get damn near everything in the yard, which would be pretty spectacular. And then now you're going to sweep the board again? A 3rd time? Ugh! How sick. How sick. Alright, so what do we want to do here? They can get Teferi back. We can make a big Stone Coil, which would be as big or bigger than anything they would put in front of it. If they killed it, it would still drain them for 1. Yeah, I say we just max out. Knowing that the only thing they can get is Teferi and you can't kill it. If they put something in front of it, we have this for next turn. And it does still have Trample on top of it, so this does matter. I mean, they could play Karuga and get 2 cards. Small issue there. But we're at least protected from Teferi. Okay, so they want to get rid of Stone Coil? Sure. And then playing Karuga. Oh, no, that costs 5, so you can't Karuga here unless you play a land. Then I guess we just play this untapped because we have the life to spend. I say we attack the opponent. they want a Shark Typhoon here. So this is interesting. The question becomes, well, no, I just want to kill it. Oh, I can't, because instant speed to Fairy and whatnot. Haha. Go figure. Well, we do get a card out of this. Let's see what we get. Oh, well, that's not bad. That's not bad. Interesting, because I sort of wanted to get a card off of this castle, but I'm wondering if the play is just kill Teferi. I mean, we could also kill this, get that back, and that drains the opponent for 2. Man, we're in such a weird spot here. Because we have ways, like... Oh, man. If we kill... I mean... But if Teferi... What are they doing at instant speed on our turn? Just wiping our board? I know it's my turn, silly. Yeah, I think... Well, I mean, we can't use this at instant speed, is the thing. I'm tempted to just kill Teferi, but I'm going to pass. Mostly because if the opponent's spending their mana on their turn anyway, like, we can kind of make some things happen on our turn that the opponent won't see coming. Which is pretty nice. Alright, there's a Fires, which we don't greatly care about. Okay. Ruga. Which means now they're not going to play anything on our turn, so we should be good to go.
This might be a bad idea.
We're going to go ahead and draw a card, because we have so much life here. Oh, yep, that'll do it. So, how do we want to do this? We just attack the opponent for 1. I mean, you block. 2 triggers. We destroy this. And then it dies, and then that's it. Huh, alright. Revolution. I like that name. Alright. Oh, this hand isn't nearly as productive as last one. I think with nothing to play until turn 3, we can't really keep this. Alright, this is a little better. At least we have some removal to kind of help ourselves out a little bit. Alright, I'm not sure even remotely what we're up against here. So I'm just going to pass and just wait. They're not playing anything there that's threatening to us. Alright, we'll do this. Sure, they have some spot removal or something here. Vanishing Light. Okay, well, it's actually not bad if they took that and not our Bastion, so that's okay. Though, who knows? In best of 1, you run into decks that are full of, like, 4 Banishing Lights, 4 Glass Casket, you know, things like that. So you never know. This is the main reason, like, y'all get to see me play more best of 1 on these YouTube videos than any other time. If I'm on stream or whatever, I don't ever play best of 1. Alright, we're just going to end. Oh, so I see what we're up against. Okay, fair enough. Well then, we need to get this Midnight Reaper on the board is what the opponent's telling us. I'm actually going to play one of these Serpents just as a 0 to see if maybe we could luck into a card. I mean, again, it's a drain with no life loss, but okay. We did get the land. I don't want to play the other just yet, because if they do play the black-white enchantment that makes you discard a permanent every turn, I want to be able to play a couple of cheap things on consecutive turns, if possible, to give us a few more outs. Huh. Well, this is interesting, because now we have this. So that makes it less of a concern. We could also get back a Bastion or a Celebrant, so that's kind of nice. And we have access to a Woe Strider. So many things going on here now. I think I'm going to play this for... Oh, actually, we can't destroy that. We have to pay red, green, and white to be able to destroy that at instant speed. So that's not good. Not good for us. Not sure how much I want to put at risk here then. I mean, Woe Strider at least gives us... Well, no, because we can't sack tokens to that enchantment. This is not a great situation, actually. But I think all things considered, we're just going to do this for 4 and then let them sweep the board, I guess. We'll see what happens. Okay, Liliana.
The
Sure.
undead make great minions. A little death never hurt anyone.
That'll put Liliana to 2. We want to kill Liliana, though we could kill Liliana with this. I would rather sack this and this. Oh, Mothra, you were late. You were late. We could have done some things. Dang. Alright, still holding on to this Mythos. I mean, yeah, another Liliana incoming.
Exciting for me. Battle to the grave.
It's actually a mistake. I should have just destroyed the Elspeth Conquers Death when I had the chance. Yeah, I just played this game badly. I think we had a chance to win, and I wrecked it. Okay, well, fair enough. Okay, let's see if we can make up for our poor play from that last game. This is interesting. I don't think we have a Lurrus against Teysa and 2 Celebrants. Alright, let's see what we can do. Would be nice to go Celebrant, and something in the next turn of Teysa. That'd be cool. That's kind of neat. So we've got Lurrus Knights. Is that what's happening here? Peculiar, but interesting. Definitely was not prepared for this. We'll see what happens. We're having taken a lot of damage to make this happen, though. This is not the best situation, to say the least. Just for 1, and at least can block the Inspiring Veteran. I think now what we'd really like is Mothra, then Teysa. But right now, I mean, if we're just taking 2, we're going to take 4, so we'll be at least at 9. But then we get into the multiple trigger situation, and we'll see what happens. But then it does become a question on when we start blocking. Or do we even just want to throw Teysa in front of something, which seems kind of dangerous, but that sadly might be our plan here. Though, if we were to get a Bastion, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3. That's only 12. So it wouldn't quite kill the opponent. But that could kill us. So we're in a situation we're probably going to have to just toss stuff in front of things whether we want to or not. Though, them not attacking here immediately. Does that trample? I don't believe so. No, Knight doesn't trample. Alright, we'll just block. Oh boy. Oh gosh. There's so many triggers and so many cards. We're gonna risk killing ourselves, aren't we? This amuses me to no end. So every creature that dies is 2 cards and 4 drain triggers? Oh my goodness. Okay. No attacks. Though next turn I am going to have to just start sending stuff in. Just because we're going to have to try to move the game forward. So we may just have to put like a Stone Coil Serpent at risk or something. Nothing in the yard for Lurrus to do anything, so that's good news. It also means they're not playing anything that pumps their humans or anything else because they're just not built that way. Because of Lurrus. So the question here becomes, what do we want to put in front of what? I feel like they probably have... Well, no, they don't have that because Lurrus... I mean, they're probably maybe a shock or something. I'm gonna gamble and put Teysa at risk, y'all. This is probably bad, but here goes. I mean, I assume Teysa's gonna die here. Unfortunately, if she does, she's gonna die to first strike damage. There's not a lot we can do. Oh, doesn't even die. All right. All right. That was the best. I could have sworn she was going to eat it. That was super good. Oh my goodness. Opponent's at 14. We can almost do it. Oh man. Oh. Oh, man. If I didn't know... Well, we wouldn't have known that was on top, though, if we didn't play Vivian. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and just play this and see. Maybe there's something on top of the deck. For 0. Oh, well. We do get that in our hand, at least. Hey, all right, all right. Ooh, we didn't kill ourselves. Metal Francis. That sounds like such a fighting game name, right? Metal Francis. Fight. Let's see. You gotta mulligan this one for sure. Well, this is a lot better. Doesn't look like they're playing any type of... companion. So we're gonna keep... I'm gonna get rid of this Mythos, sadly. But I mean, this gives us enough mana to play everything we need to. We can play Celebrant into Bastion, into Woestrider. It's all a pretty good setup. Hello, opponents. So many people are rocking those shark sleeves. People really like them. I don't know if they just like sharks or if it's because it looks like Jaws or what's going on, but people tend to love those. Yeah, I think we need to play more Fiend Artisans. Like, in hindsight, that card's really good for this deck. I mean, I guess I'll attack. Alright. See if this gets countered. It probably does. No, they're going to play Growth Spiral. I'm going to think positive. The power of positive thinking compels you, opponent. You just want to let this go and play it. Hey, they did! Sometimes, you never know. You never know. I literally have no clue what the opponent's doing here, though. We could just be walking into some kind of crazy trap. It could be some, like, fancy Wilderness Reclamation build. Which, if so, isn't the worst, because most ways they're going to deal with our stuff is by sweeping our creatures and whatnot. I guess we go ahead and try. See what the opponent thinks about this. Weirdly, I think I have to... We can't cycle this Triumph, because we need at least double black or double green to play this Artisan, in case all these die. So, it's like our best plan, unfortunately. Omen of Fire. Boo. Boo. Alright, well. It is what it is. Alright, I may want to sacrifice this goat to see what's on top of the deck. Try to give ourselves some type of setup play. Though a 2/2 Artisan is not great to play either here. Ooh, definitely Clarion. Alright, well, I guess we're going to be doing some things. We don't want that. We're going to sack this soldier person. Oh, wow. Really? Alright. That was not the best. Alright, Celebrant works. How many cards do we have in here? Just the 2, huh? Alright. Well. Oh, I can't do that and that on the same turn. Dang it. Yeah, don't have enough color to too many white sources. Though, that being said, this was only going to be a 2/2 anyway. We could just keep making token every turn. At least for now. Scratch that plan. Houston, we have better things we can do.
We're gonna have a problem.
Vigilance.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
This might get good. Mothra can protect a Celebrant. I don't know. I think we might do it again. This is getting exciting. Oh, man. I have no idea what the opponent's doing here. Alright, there's a Nessa.
I will protect the virtue of this world.
I mean, it's kind of interesting because, like, we're totally up for trading a token for a land, right? I mean, okay. I mean, that being said, maybe they're getting a Hydroid Crisis or something, but it wouldn't even be huge. It'd be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they have another land, 8. They could do it for 6. Which, don't get me wrong, isn't nothing, but it's, I don't know. Alright, so here we're going to minus Vivian. And then we're going to play the Mothra. Plus, it switches what's on top of our deck, because we know we don't want that. And we're going to go get a Midnight Reaper. Hopefully the opponent doesn't have another sweeper here. We do have a Mythos coming, so if we can survive the turn, that's going to be kind of nice. Mothra can block a land from Nissa, so that's good. We could also block with Midnight Reaper if we really felt the need to. Like, if for some reason they have a removal card from Mothra, then I will just block, and that's fine. Knowing that we can just get rid of Nissa next turn and still make tokens from Vivian. So like, this is pretty good. And I'm excited because, like, this is a deck where Vivian works, which is just fun.
I'll show restraint.
Oh, are we about to get our board swept? Well, we don't really hate that if that's the case. Our plan next turn anyway, our whole turn is basically just kill Nissa. That's all we're focusing on here.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Yep, still blocking if you attack opponent. Like, I'm dedicated to this plan. I don't think you understand. Oh, even better if they spend mana. For Growth Spiral, that doesn't help us. I want them to tap that blue. If we can get them to tap the blue mana, we know we can clear both their Planeswalkers next turn and have a blocker. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we should be able to start locking this game up. And they bottomed both cards. So that was about as good as this could go for us. And we got some extra mana. We got a creature on top of the deck we can play. Oh, yeah. Alright, so let's start by killing Nissa.
I must go.
We're going to play this. Another Mothra, which we don't terribly need. We're going to go ahead and make another little beast there. Alright. And we have 3 creatures in the yard. So now we get a 4/4 Artisan, and that's more substantial. And we can actually play Mothra and Artisan next turn.
We will not fail.
Yeah, same thing here. Because we have so many 3-power things, and we have Vigilance creatures or whatever, we don't even really care. Like, the opponent... I don't think the opponent understands. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, because if they don't, we'd just be attacking into their Nissa next turn. Alright, so we're going to play this. Actually, do we just minus Vivian? Opponent's only at 9. Even if they had a board sweeper, we would lose Vivian, but then we'd have a fistful of cards. And our board would come back, actually. So yeah, I think we're okay with that.
The Arcbone is quite. Things are about to get
Ooh,
out of
or do we
hand
get a
for
Woe
you.
Strider? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Because then if we attack the opponent for 3 here, they'd be at 6. We could sack 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We go get Woe Strider. I think that should be game, right? And then we can sack this. We'll just leave that on. Then we can sack this, which gets us an extra thing to sack. Yep, cool. That's it. It's doing the things, y'all. That's so crazy. That name looks like they tried to put Palpatine and it just didn't work. Oh, Obosh. So there's a good chance it's either Gruul or Mono Red. Oh, this is gonna end poorly for us, possibly. I think I'm gonna keep it though. We do have Celebrant and we do have Bastion, so if we can get land, maybe we just can drain for enough that it'll be okay. I don't really know. Alright, there's a spitter. Alright, Tide Taker's a little bit of backup in case we don't get a land. All right, initiate, sure. I mean, I might as well block. I mean, if you have a shock or something, you can just kill that anyway. Oh, I had an infuriate. Ooh, bad move on my part. Was not even thinking about that card. All right, we're gonna do this because it's a little bit of life gain, and we can block. But then we can play Tide Taker and Conjurant next turn. And then we'll just see what we can do from there. I would like to do that. Yeah, let's go ahead. And just play this for one. It's gonna be a rough situation to get out of. I don't think we're gonna weather this as well as we would like. And they're one away from an Obosh here. Ooh, Phoenix. That's gonna put some pressure on us for sure. Okay, let's block here. Let's block here. No, let's not. At least get rid of the first striker for now. I mean, this isn't great because they basically get to go land Obosh next turn, and that's a crap ton of damage that we are not prepared to deal with. I mean, we go to 7. Those are going to deal double, but they're 1s. All right, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. All right, we'll see. I don't think we're going to survive this. Because even then, they could just attack with every... Oh, yeah. That actually makes it bad. I was hoping we get some extra drain triggers there, but obviously that's not going to happen. All right, so interestingly, we can block here, which in turn will give us a flyer that we can block a Phoenix of Ash with next turn if we really feel we need to. So that's a thing. Oh, that hurts. I think that kills us. Because we have to go to 4 to make a 3/3. We could block 1, 2, 3 of their biggest things, and then take 4 when they attack with all of it. Yeah. Don't think we have a way out. Whether they use the castle or they attack with Obosh, I think we're dead. The only other thing... No. So I think we can sacrifice this and go get something, but we have to tap the Artisan to do that. So we could go get 2 blockers, but that doesn't help our situation. We still have the same number of blockers. So that's bad. Wow. Wow. Man, if we could have got at least a land that didn't deal damage on one of these turns, we got all shock lands. Dang it. Okay. GG's, opponent. Okay, well, if we didn't get all those shock lands in the last one, we might have had a chance. We were trying to find a way to just survive just a little bit extra there toward the end. But yeah, overall, the deck's actually pretty cool. I like it. I think it's very interesting. It plays a bit different. And it surprisingly held up against some tough decks. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a mess than it was. So I'm pretty impressed with it. I would definitely play it some more. Y'all might catch me playing it on stream here sometime soon. By the way, if you don't know, we're on twitch.tv/PowrDragn. I'm on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 9 p.m. to midnight. And you can always find me over there. Another thing, too, is if you like these types of decks and these crazy experiments, remember to like the video, because that helps us out so other people can find me. But yeah, anyway, let's also talk about changes to this deck. I don't know what I would really like to change the most about it. I do think we want at least one more of the Fiend Artisans, because just having another way to tutor is really good. And you can kind of fluff off some creatures early to be able to pump up the Fiend Artisan and just attack with it as a 5 or a 6 power thing sometimes. The Vivians were pretty good, so I don't think we want to take those out. I would say if we played best of 1, we could turn the Tide Takers into Fiend Artisans. Might be a better play. And then if we were to play best of 3, then definitely add Fiend Artisans and stuff to the sideboard. But, you know, Teysa was good when it came into play. Actually, all the other cards actually did what they were supposed to. The Mythos of Nethroi was great. The only downside is we had the one game where our mana was all wonky and we had too many white sources, so maybe even adjust the land there and see if you can remove a plains and put an additional 1 pain land, maybe. Or, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Maybe you don't mess with it too much. That was the only game where it was bad. So overall, I would leave it as is. And if you haven't, as always, remember to subscribe to the channel. Hit the button, hit the notification bell, and then you'll get notified every single time my videos go up. But that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.